Namaste to everybody. Today I'm going to be starting the new series of Mahabharatam. The Mahabharatam which I'm going to tell is what I've read. So if there are any flaws, please overlook them. Now let us start. Before we learn any epic, whether it is a Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata, there is a Dhyana Shlokam for it. So I would like to tell the Dhyana Shlokam for the Mahabharata and then start. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Before learning any epic, we need to know why we are learning it and the importance of it. Why do we have to read the Mahabharatam? Why do we have to know what is in the Mahabharatam? The Mahabharatam is one of the greatest epics of all times, and the Mahabharatam is the story of Dharma. It contains 100,000 couplets, and it was composed by the great sage Vedavyasar, and Lord Ganesha was the one who helped him to write the Mahabharatam. The Mahabharatam is the narrative of the warfare in the Kuru family, and it tells us how Dharma always overcomes Adharma. Over the centuries, people have drawn a lot of inspiration and spiritual strength from the Mahabharata, and it displays the entire spectrum of human emotions, from hatred to evil, kindness to sacrifice, friendship, forgiveness, and so on. There are so many characters, some noble characters, some evil characters, and some heroic characters. And above all, we have the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Sri Krishna himself, the supreme lord of all creations. Another reason why this epic is very sacred and very important, especially for Hindus, is it contains the most prized jewel of the Vedic scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita. And the Bhagavad Gita is applicable in even the most difficult conditions. And in fact, the Bhagavad Gita itself was narrated in a very difficult, tough condition when Arjuna was on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Although the Bhagavad Gita contains only 700 verses, it contains the entire essence of Vedic wisdom. And that is why it is very powerful, and its teachings have guided many great philosophers and many great famous thinkers throughout the generations, like Mahatma Gandhi, Aldous Huxley, etc. Of course, the Mahabharata also teaches us how to lead a righteous life and how to do one's duty without worrying about the outcome. So having said that, let's now get into the story. Before I start telling you the story of the Mahabharata, I would like to tell how it was told how it got into society and who told it to the society. We know that Vyasar composed it, but it was told first to a king named as Janamejaya, and we'll now see that story today. King Janamejaya was the son of King Parikshit. Who was King Parikshit? He was the son of Abhimanyu, and Abhimanyu was the son of Arjuna. Arjuna is one of the very heroic characters of the Mahabharata and plays a very important role in the Mahabharata. So, Janamejaya was the great grandson of Arjuna, and that is how he is related to the Mahabharata. Janamejaya had come to know from a Pandit named as Udanka that his father Parikshit had been killed by a snake known as Takshaka. And he was immediately very furious and decided to take revenge on his father's death. So immediately what he did, he arranged for a yajna known as Sarpa Yajna, and the Sarpa Yajna can be called as a snake sacrifice. So he made elaborate preparations and followed many rules and regulations and called many pandits, and he started the yajna. As the pandits began the yajna, so many snakes from the earth rose and fell into the flame of the yajna. Janamejaya was very satisfied and he was watching the yajna when he saw a small boy walk towards him. From the boy's appearance and the radiance around him, Janamejaya could tell that this boy was a sage. So he immediately bowed before him and he asked him, "What can I do for you?" The sage told him, "I am Astik and I would like to ask something from you." So Janamejaya immediately told him, "Ask me whatever you want." And Astik told him, "I wish that you stop this yajna." Janamejaya was immediately surprised and stunned, and he told him, "I suppose you are not aware why this yajna is happening. This yajna has been arranged to take revenge over Takshaka, the snake who bit my father and was the reason for his death." So immediately Astik asked, "To punish one serpent, will you kill all the snakes in the world? This is wrong. You seek revenge, but revenge can never be justice." So Janamejaya told him, "What you tell seems to be true, but what about my father? He was murdered." And immediately Astik told Janamejaya, "Your father was not murdered. It was true that Takshak bit your father and he died. But Takshagan was not the cause of your father's death. Your father had already been cursed to die. He had been cursed to die within 7 days. And that is why your father died. Takshakan was the one to bite him but not curse him." So this was what Astik told Janamejaya, and Janamejaya was immediately stunned and surprised. Suddenly, a loud voice was heard. "What Astik says is true," said that voice. Janamejaya turned and saw that sage Vyasar was approaching along with his disciples. Immediately, Janamejaya fell to his knees and bowed before Vyasa. And Vyasa told him, "What Astik says is true. Revenge against the snakes and revenge against Takshaka is wrong, because your father did not die because Takshakan bit him. He was already cursed to die." Then Janamejaya immediately asked Vyasar, "Then what is the truth? Tell me the truth. I want to know why my father died, when did he die, and how he died." Vyasar told him, "You first stop the yajna and stop this violence, and then I will tell you the story of your ancestors." Janamejaya was sitting at the feet of Vyasa and he was thinking, "I have made so much of preparations, so many rules I have followed, and I called so many sages. Now if I stop the yajna, all this hard work will be wasted." But he also thought that Vyasa himself is telling that my father did not die because of Takshagan. So what he says should be true, and he immediately stretched out his arm and ordered the yajna to be stopped. Once the yajna had been stopped, he asked Vyasa, "O great sage, please tell me about my ancestors. I cannot be a good king unless I don't know the history of my ancestors and unless I don't know the story of my ancestors." Immediately Vyasa told him, "It is not for me to teach you, O great king." And he called one of his disciples called Vaishampayan. Vaishampayanar was immediately surprised. He said, "How can I give knowledge when you are there?" So immediately Vyasa told him, "For a new generation, there should be a new guru. I have given knowledge and wisdom to all of Janamejaya's forefathers and ancestors, and now it is the time for you young sages to give wisdom and knowledge to the world." Vaishampayanar immediately rose, obeyed his guru's command, and went and sat on Vyasa's seat. And Vyasa went to Vaishampayanar's seat and sat with great satisfaction. The Pandits were all satisfied as well, and they all called praises to Vyasa and Vaishampayan. And immediately Vaishampayan started saying, I bow to all the great enlightened souls present here. And now, saying a prayer to the Almighty Lord Vishnu, I will start telling this great story, this great katha that my Guru, sage Krishna Dvaipayan Vyas has composed. And he also told that this katha contains the answers to all your questions, and it also contains many disciplines like truth, dharma, pleasure, and prosperity. Those who listen to this katha and share it with others are washed of all their sins, and they always will attain victory and always will attain what all they wish for. Therefore, this katha is called Jaya. And he also told him that there is one more name for this great epic, great katha known as, that is the Mahabharatam. And why is it known as the Mahabharata? Because it is the story of the Bharata clan, your ancestors. But always remember that the Mahabharata is not only for the royal clan, not only for kings, it is for the entire society, rich, poor, men and women, literate, illiterate, and for everyone. It is for the entire of humanity. That is why it is also known as the fifth Veda. Janamejaya was rapt with attention and listened to Vaishampayana, and Vaishampayana then also added saying, my Guru knew that in the coming age of the Kali Yuga, the entire humanity will be filled with wrongdoings and evil. So he wrote this katha to teach people about dharma and teach people about the righteous path. Thus saying this, Vaishampayana told him, I will now tell you how my Guru wrote this katha, which we will be seeing in the next episode. Thank you. Hari Om.